Magandang araw mga kaibigan. Pag-usapan natin ngayon ang statement ng Makati Business Club. Mayroon silang manifesto, statement. Makati Business Club Statement on the 2025 National Budget. May mga kini-question sila na isiningit, dagdag bawas sa budget. So, I think pangatlo na ito. Noong December 22, mayroong UP Alumni manifesto against, in opposition to the 2025 budget. And then may nauna yung pinirmahan ng mga retired generals. Ganon doon, kini-question nila itong 2025 budget. So, salamat dito sa Makati Business Club. Basahin ko ang kanilang statement. 28 December 2024. The Makati Business Club calls for a more transparent and accountable process in finalizing the General Appropriations Act, known as the National Budget, particularly in the actions and discussions of the Bicameral Committee. So, yan. Nirereklamo nila ang BICAM. At the same time, they're commending the President. MBC commends the initiative of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. in scrutinizing the bicameral approved 2025 budget before its final passage. We are alarmed by some of the adjustments made by the BICAM Committee to the 2025 GAA. In the bicameral approved version of the 25 GAA, DPWH was given 1.1 trillion budget, higher than the Department of Education, which will be receiving 737 billion. This is equivalent to a net increase of almost 289 billion. Putting the DPWH budget higher than the DepEd may violate the constitutional rule which mandates that the highest budgetary priority should be for education. Okay. So very clear. Ito, may computation ng mga kongresista na mas mataas daw ang budget ng education. Lang, wala yun. Anomalous, sabi ng mga ibang budget analyst, yung computation nila. Next, Congress received a budget increase of 19 billion. There is no sufficient explanation on the need and or justification for this budgetary adjustment. Grabe, ano? Sila ang nag-a-approve, ang in-increasean nila ang kanilang mga sarili. Ano nga naman, medyo questionable. So, salamat sa Makati Business Club. Next, neither is there any explanation or justification for the 26 billion allotment for the ayuda para sa kapos sa kita program. Ayan na, AKAP. Apparently a financial assistance subsidy to near-poor families. There is no information on how this will be implemented and conditions required for receiving the assistance. We note that the Senate also has previously questioned the funds for the program. Ito, very clear ha. Makati Business Club, nagreklamo na tungkol sa AKAP. While funds are allotted for assistance to the poor, it is not explained why the 2025 GAA removed the 74.43 billion subsidy for PhilHealth, a key agency being the state health insurer. Okay? So, ito yung number 1 na reklamo, pinakamatinding reklamo itong pag-zero subsidy sa PhilHealth. According to March 2024 Ulat ng Bayan Survey by Pulse Asia, the top 3 concerns of Filipinos are controlling inflation, increasing pay of workers, fighting graft and corruption in the government. These are clear indicators of what should be the government's priority. Therefore, the 2025 budget should focus addressing supply-side inflation, improving infrastructure, addressing workforce skills gap, and driving government efficiency and transparency to attract more job-creating investments. MBC believes that the national budget should be designed to address the concerns and needs of the Filipino people. Thus, MBC calls for a more transparent and needs-aligned corrective actions to the 2025 budget. Okay. So, halos ganito rin ang laman ng manifesto ng mga retired generals na yung budget is hindi tumutugon sa pangangailangan ng bansa. At ang in-emphasize ng mga retired generals, yung pagbawas ng pondo sa modernization fund at iba pang ahensya na binawasan. So, yung manifesto naman ng mga UP alumni, ang focus nila is yung pagbawas sa pondo ng education. DepEd, pondo ng UP, binawasan. Pondo ata ng CHED, binawasan. And then, of course, itong tatlong manifesto, retired generals, UP, at itong MBC, laman kanilang statement o manifesto yung PhilHealth. Talagang central central focus ng reklamo ng taong bayan yung zero subsidy sa PhilHealth. So, bukas malalaman na natin kung ano ang ano ang resulta sa budget review ng Pangulo. So, dito, pinasalamatan ng mga businessmen ang ginawa ng Pangulo sa pagre-review. Although yung iba may question na ano lang daw yun, photo ops lang daw yun. Hindi naman talaga review. Kaya lang, tingnan natin. Let's give the President a benefit of the doubt. Ang inaabangan natin dyan, ang inaabangan ko yung AKAP . Dito, sinentro ng Makati Business Club ang AKAP. Bakit na-approve ang AKAP na ang Senado, version ng Senado is winala nila? Bakit pagdating sa BICAM, biglang na-approve ang AKAP? Tapos, hindi malinaw ang guidelines. Sino pa talaga yung near poor? Near poor. So, sa dami ng kumo-question sa AKAP, ayun na, nagpapaliwanag na ang mga mambabatas na kailangan daw ang AKAP because ayuda is justice. Yun, nabasa ko lang ito na post. I hope galing ito kay Speaker Martin Romualdez na sabi niya, ayuda is not charity, ayuda is justice. So, ano yung justice? To me, ang ayuda na justice, yung for peace. Kasi, talagang talagang ang daming mga pobreng mga kababayan natin na kailangan ng ayuda, kaya na-institutionalize yung for peace. So yun, binibigyan natin, it's justice for the poor kung tulungan mo yung talagang nangangailangan. But for AKAP, ayan, questionable. Kasi maraming nagsasabi na ginagamit ito para sa eleksyon. Si Professor Cielo Magno ang palaging nagsasabi na campaign funds ito ng mga politiko. Ngayon, next year, election na, yun. Ginagamit na ang AKAP para hindi naman, sino ba yan? Crisette Laureta Chu, yung nag-post na ang nakatanggap ng akap, naka-brace ang ngipin. Brace. Mahal kaya ang pagpalagay ng brace. Tapos, naka-iPhone. Tapos, nagbibiyahe sa abroad. So, yun ang mga question sa akap. So, let's pray na sana ibeto ng Pangulo yung akap at iba pang mga hindi kailangan at sana ma-restore yung budget na talagang tugma sa pangangailangan ng sambayanang Pilipino.